Hello and welcome to Slightly Nostalgic. My name is Griff and we are watching Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1 Episode 2, The Avatar Returns. Alright, I guess this is the one where we officially find out that Aang is the Avatar. You probably already knew that, right? So this episode starts out on a pretty harsh note here. They are banishing Aang from the village because he and Katara accidentally signaled the Fire Nation, right? They went over to the ship. I forgot to talk about this with the last episode, but they went on the old Fire Nation ship and got stuck in the booby trap, and the flare went up, which alerted the Fire Nation to where they were. I don't think they realize yet that Zuko and his people know where they are, but they just know that it endangered them. So they banished this kid, which is crazy. Like, that's pretty harsh. This is a 12-year-old kid, doesn't know anybody. He's the last airbender. Like, that's a big deal. You've got an airbender here. They don't know he's the Avatar yet, but still, he's a kid. You can't just banish him out in the snowy wilderness. Come on. Anyway, there's some things I wanted to say about Sokka in this episode. I said he was really annoying in the last one. In this one, we see maybe a little bit more about why he acts the way he does. I don't think I realized the first time I watched this that Sokka is basically leading the village. Like, their gran is technically the one in charge, I think. She's the elder or whatever, but he is the oldest male, and I think he definitely sees himself as a leader, or at least the leader of their protectors. You know, he's the only warrior, even though he's not really a warrior. He has more combat experience than anybody else because everybody else has none, and I think he feels a lot of responsibility for protecting the village, and you know, he considers himself the man of the house, basically, of the whole village. And I definitely don't think he's ready for that responsibility at all. Like, he's doing his best, but he's maybe 14, 15, something like that, and I don't think he's mature enough to handle being somebody with being the one in charge or anything. But I will say that he does have courage. I mean, when that ship is coming in, like, he stands his ground, and then when the Fire Nation people come down, he just rushes right at him and attacks. Like, he knows he couldn't possibly win this fight. He's not a bender. He doesn't really have any combat training. He's a kid. They're adults in full armor. Like, I mean, he knows it's not going to go well, but like, this is his job, it's his responsibility to protect the village, and he's gonna go in there and do it. And it's played off kind of slapstick, like the guy just tosses him aside, but still, like, it's pretty cool. Oh, and also his war paint looks awesome. The Water Tribe war paint, I don't remember if we ever see anything like that again, but I hope we do, because it looks really cool. Later, we see Appa fly for the first time, and flying on that thing seems really terrifying. It's just like this big, open, it's like a saddle, but it's huge. Like, you're all just sitting around in this box thing. And yeah, there's no seat belts, there's nothing to hang on to, and he's like doing all kinds of crazy things. How are you staying on him? That seems terrible. I would never do that, never ever. We also see Avatar mode for the first time, unless you count like the flashback where Aang freezes himself. I don't remember which episode that's in, but we see Aang really let loose with Avatar mode, and at this point he can't really do it on purpose. He doesn't know anything about her or what's happening. But yeah, he does some really cool stuff. We get some cool fight scenes too. So this show has a lot of fun action. I think this is what initially drew me to this show. Like, I came for the action, and then I stayed for the cool character moments and the comedy, which we haven't gotten much of either of those yet, but it's coming, don't worry. We did get one kind of funny line where Sokka is like, I'm just a guy with a boomerang. I didn't ask for all this flying and magic. He's like trying to break himself out of the ice that Katara accidentally froze him in. Like, it's funny. Sokka, I remember Sokka having a lot of funny lines, so I'm looking forward to those because I've forgotten all of them. But that's all I've got for this episode. Be sure to watch episode 3, The Southern Air Temple is the name, if you're following along with me. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Okay, bye.